Good morning, everybody on YouTube and all the NFL YouTube prognosticators and NFL fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you my thoughts about Week 3 and my picks for Week 4 of the 2020 NFL season. Check it out. First off, let me say congratulations to the Tampa Bay Lightning, who recently won the Stanley Cup, who beat Dallas the night before, excuse me. Just congratulations to the Stanley Cup champions, the Tampa Bay Lightning, who I predicted they're going to win the series, which they did. So I don't think I got the correct prediction correctly, but I think what I said, believe it was. I think I got my wrong picks. I believe I said 6 games or something like that, but I ended up going to 5 or something like that. So I gotta double check that to make sure. But anyways, congratulations to the Tampa Bay Lightning for winning the Stanley Cup. Anyways, my thoughts about Week 4. So straight up, I went under 500, which wasn't good. 7-8-1. Well, 8 against the spread. 7-9 too. That wasn't too good either. So I went under 500, which is not too good. We need to go back up on that. But ironically, my over and under, I went 8-6. So I did pretty good in the over and under this week. So 8-6-2, excuse me. So I got a couple of pushes on that. So, anyways, my thoughts about them, the Jaguars and Dolphins. Just say this, Ryan Fitzmagic came back. That's all it is. He just came back for that night. The Bears and Falcons, I'm just surprised that Dan Quinn still has a job after what happened. So, 2 times he got choked in the season. 2 weeks ago was Dallas. Last week was Chicago. Ironically, if I were in Atlanta, I would have fired Dan Quinn right now. But he still has a job, unfortunately. Sorry, Atlanta. He's still stuck with Dan Quinn. So, the Rams and Bills. I'll say this. I don't know if the Rams got screwed from that pass interference call in the end because of Josh Allen's, and it came to Josh Allen's game when he touchdown. So I don't know about that, but I do know that was a really ticky-tacky call. It could have gone either way to me, but I don't know about that one. But the Washington football team and the Cleveland Browns, Cleveland showed up, so I'll just say that. The Titans and Vikings. So ironically, right now, the Titans won the game, but ironically, as of the Tennessee Titans right now, the Tennessee Titans have 8 members of them got tested positive for the coronavirus. 8 of them. 5 employees and 3 players, which is not too good right now. This is definitely not good. And now they're going to get the Minnesota Vikings coming out to get tested this week. To see, I think it comes out tomorrow, I think they said. But ironically, that's not good for Tennessee. Now Tennessee just shut down their organizations. Now they're going on camera for in there. So that's gonna be that doesn't look too good on that one. So the Tennessee Titans got a spike right now for the coronavirus. So it's just not really too good right now. So they could postpone their games this week. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see on that one. For Week 4, I believe Tennessee has a game, and Minnesota has a game against, I believe it was Seattle, and Tennessee has a game against Pittsburgh. So we have to may have to see what happens this coming week when Pittsburgh plays and things like that, and everything else, and Seattle too. Those 2 games are going to be upheld, or they're going to have to postpone it. I don't know. So that's not really good right now for the NFL. Not only that, and the Tennessee Titans as well, who got 8 players that tested positive. These are official tests, and the fake, the retesting ones and things like that. So that's not really too good for that right now. So I hope those 8 guys send my condolences out to them. See how they can recover from this really quickly. And of course, the Patriots pulled off against the Raiders on that one. They needed that win just to bounce back against Seattle. And the Giants and 49ers. The 49ers were the better team, I think. So this came out of that one. The Steelers and Texans. Just like the Texans case, I'm just glad that it's kind of over for them, pretty much. The Colts and Jets, the Colts just showed up. And the LA Chargers, they didn't. I'm sorry about Justin Herbert, who didn't pull it out, which is kind of surprising. And of course, the Bucks, Tom Brady going to Denver, beating Denver, which is his weak stadium over there. And of course he lost the AFC Championship game with us during 2013 on that one. And the Cardinals and Lions. The Lions pulled off one of the upsets of the week, I think. But they pulled it out. So, yeah, kudos to them. In the Seahawks and Cowboys, Seattle pulled it off when they needed to, and they did. What can you say on that? Russell Wilson having an MVP here. That's all I can say on that. And for the Saints and Packers, the Saints and the Packers, I don't know if Drew Brees' arms is hurting him or what. There's something blacking down there, so they have to fix that. They got to fix that now or the season's going down the drain. In the Ravens and the Chiefs, I got to say, Patrick Mahomes is for real. That's all I can say on that one. I had some questions about how he's going to step up with a big defense like Baltimore. They definitely did that. They answered the call on that one. Let's see how they do against the Patriots. That's going to be a tougher one. I don't know. So we'll have to see how that one goes on that one. But you know what? Patrick Mahomes got one of the top defenses in the league, and he should just shred them. That's all I can say on that. So, anyways, here's my picks for week 4. I'm sorry, guys. There we go. Well, let's go with my week 4 picks. I didn't even notice that light. I've been noticing that light, and so it was driving me crazy, so I finally got it to fix. So, anyways, well, there's a little more brightness in here. But, anyways, let's kick things off from the week 4 for the Thursday night game as usual. The Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. I don't really see the New York Jets winning another game for a while. I think they're going to get that number 1 pick. So I think they're going to continue to roll that. So I'm going to pick the Broncos over the New York Jets in New York. On the line, though, Denver's favored by 3. In this game, I'm going to take Denver -3. Over and under, it's 40. I'm going to go over 40. All right, the Chicago Bears and the Indianapolis Colts. Well, we just heard Nick Foles is going to start, so we have to go through that. So Mitch Trubisky, his time might be done. So I think that's how we're going to roll with that. So until then, we're going to they're going to go with the Chicago Bears right now on this one. I'm going to take the Bears in Chicago over the Indianapolis Colts. On the line, though, the Bears are favored by, the Colts are favored by 2.5, which I don't know why. So it's an upset pick. I'm taking the Bears plus 2.5. Over and under, it's 45. I'm going to choose under 45 on that one. The Cincinnati Bengals and the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, if you're Joe Burrow, you're just pretty much happy that you did not get a loss. You got a tie. So, and by the way, the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals, their first tie together since 2008. The infamous Donovan McNabb did know there was a tie in the NFL. Fun fact. But anyways, continuing on. For the Cincinnati Bengals, Joe Burrow, I believe he's finally going to get a win in this one. So, he's going to get the win over the column. So, I'm going to take Cincinnati over Jacksonville. On the line, though, Cincinnati is favored by 3 in this game. Taking Cincinnati -3. Over and under, it's 54. I'm going to go under 54. The Dallas Cowboys and the Cleveland Browns. All right. So, for Dallas in this game, Dak Prescott needs to pay up what he's worth paying. So, if he does that with Cleveland, you're definitely going to see some things on that. But this is going to be an interesting game to see. So, we're going to see how that one rolls out. So, but anyways, I'm going to take Dallas at home against Cleveland. On the line, though, Dallas is favored by 4.5 points in this game. That's way too many points. I think Cleveland can keep it close. So I'm going to take Cleveland plus 4.5. Over and under, 55. I'm going to go over 55. The New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. Now, the Saints need to win there. If they win, they might as well just rebuild under Drew Brees. So I think that's how the way it's going to roll right now. So I'm going to take the Saints over the Detroit Lions in Detroit. On the line, though, the Saints are favored by 4 in this game. I'm going to take the Saints -4. Over and under, it's 54. I'm going to go under 54 on that one. All right, let's continuing on. I'm going to say the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. That game's still questionable if they're going to play or not, considering the Tennessee Titans, they have like 8 guys in there, 5 employees and 3 players that got tested positive for the coronavirus. So I hope everyone in the Tennessee organization stays safe and healthy. In this case scenario, now the Tennessee facility has been completely shut down. So for cleaning and vaccinating and things like that. And of course, I'm going to still take the game anyway. But anyways, if there's a game, I think Pittsburgh might take this one, despite the fact of what's going on. So I don't know if that game's still going to happen or not. So anyways, I'm going to take Pittsburgh over the Tennessee Titans in this one in Tennessee if they continue to play. On the line, though, Tennessee's favored by 1 in this game, so I'm going to take Pittsburgh +1. Over and under is 47. I'm going to go over 47. In the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota. Now, that's another questionable one in this one, too, because the Minnesota Vikings play the Tennessee Titans on that one. So they're going to get their test results tomorrow, which I believe, like I said in my thoughts on my picks. But we don't know what's going to happen on that. For Minnesota's case, we'll have to tune in when they stay tuned against Seattle. So that's another questionable game if that's going to play because of the coronavirus and things like that. So we don't know. So anyways, I think if they're going to play this game, I think Seattle's going to win it anyways. Russell Wilson's having an MVP year. There's no doubt about that. So I'm going to take Seattle over the Minnesota Vikings on this one. On the line, though, Seattle's favored by 6.5. I'm going to take Seattle minus 6.5. Over and under is on 54. I'm going over 54 in this one. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the LA Chargers. All right. Justin Herbert is coming along pretty well and going things like that. But now he's going to learn under the master, under Tom Brady. So that's what things going to roll out. So, all right. So that's how that's going to roll out with that one. But Tampa Bay, they're going to have a little tough road ahead of them. So I think that's the way the things are going to roll. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not. I'm sorry. Back to the Seattle game. It's Miami, not Minnesota. Oops, my bad. Anyways, Seattle over Miami, in Miami. On the line, though, Seattle's favored by 6.5 in this game. So I'm going to take Seattle minus 6.5. Over and under is 54, minus 54. Anyway, sorry, wrong game, wrong team. It's the Miami Dolphins. So, wrong one. My fault. So, my bad. So, I'll fix that one. Anyways, back to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the LA Chargers. So, Justin Herbert, he's going to find out what Tom Brady is doing right now. Look under him and see how the master does it. So other than that, I think Tampa is going to win in Tampa over the LA Chargers. On the line though, the Buccaneers are favored by 7.5 in this game. I said Patriots because still think of Tom Brady. So I'm taking the Chargers plus 7.5. Over and under it's 45. I'm going over 45. Arizona and the Carolina Panthers. Okay. I'm sorry. The Ravens and the Washington football team. All right, this is going to be an interesting one to see. The Ravens are going to be like a team that on defense, and now they have Russell. Lamar Jackson and things like that. And the Washington football team that's still trying to figure themselves out. That's all I can tell you. But you know what? I'm taking the Ravens over the Washington football team in Washington. On the line, though, the Ravens are favored by 13. I'm taking the Ravens minus 13. Over and under is 47. I'm going over 47. Now the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. The Arizona Cardinals, man, they have disappointing loss. I think they're going to bounce back. Kyle Murray, I think he's going to do pretty well for Arizona. I think he's going to do some really well. But now they're facing Carolina. In Carolina, and I think this is going to be a tough one to grow. I think this is the first meeting for them since that NFC Championship game a couple of years ago in 2015, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, let's continuing on. I think Arizona is going to win this game. So I'm going to take Arizona over Carolina. On the line now, Arizona's favored by 4 in this game. I'm going to go take Arizona minus 4. Over and under is 52. I'm going to go over 52. Houston and Minnesota. Now that's another game that's going to be questionable because of the Tennessee Titans coronavirus spread and the things like that. So they're going to get their test results tomorrow, right? Which I'm not mistaken. So I think we got to look out for Minnesota's case on that one. So that's a game that could be questionable. If you're Houston, you're probably going to be lucky in for this one, if I would say, if they don't play. So we have to wait to stay tuned for that. So anyways, despite the game, I think Houston might get that win anyways if they play. So we got to stay tuned for those two games with Houston and Minnesota and Pittsburgh and Tennessee. We still have to do some questionables on that one. So anyways, I'm going to take Houston over Minnesota and finally getting their first win after a few tries. Really tough road ahead. On the line though, Houston's favored by 4 in this game. I'm going to take Minnesota plus 4. Over and under is 54. I'm going to go under 54.5. Now the LA Rams and the New York Giants. Now the New York Giants get to travel stay on the West Coast. Now they go to LA. They face the Rams. And now the New York Giants are pretty much in deep trouble right now. I pretty much say now they got to fight with the New York Jets to get the draft picks. So the battle in New York, getting the number 1 draft picks. Who would have thunk that? But anyways, like I was saying, that's continuing on. So I believe that the LA Rams can win this game, and I think the New York Giants is going to lose really badly. So I'm going to take the Rams over the New York Giants in LA. On the line, though, the Rams are favored by 13 in this game. I'm taking the Rams minus 13. Over and under, it's 43. I'm going over 43. The Kansas City Chiefs and my New England Patriots. Now, this is a game that this can go either way, but at the same time, yeah, you got to go with Patrick Mahomes in this case scenario, who beat a really tough defense. If they get beat the Ravens, who knows what they're going to do with my Patriots on this one. And I don't know about this. This is not really good for the Patriots defense. They couldn't handle Russell Wilson. I don't know how they're going to handle with Patrick Mahomes. I know they beat him in the AFC Championship game a couple years ago. That was 2 years ago. Now we're looking at Patrick Mahomes, who's a recent NFL MVP, Super Bowl MVP, and a Super Bowl champion altogether in that one. So anyways, I think we're looking at the Kansas City Chiefs. That could be a really tough team to beat, especially on offense. So if you're the New England Patriots, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. You're probably going to win the game. But, I don't know about this for the Patriots, but I hate to do this. It's in Kansas City too, but I have to pick against my New England Patriots over the Kansas City Chiefs. And I don't think they're going to pull this one off with that defense. There's no way. I'm not really having a good instinct on this one for that. So I'm taking the Chiefs over my New England Patriots in New England. I'm still rooting for the Patriots. It's hard to do that, but I have to pick it. I think the Chiefs are going to win this game. On the line, though, the Chiefs are favored by 7 in this game. I think the Patriots are going to keep this close. They kept it close when they faced Russell Wilson a couple weeks ago. So I think they can keep this close in this one. So I think I'll take the Patriots plus 7 in this one. Over and under, it's 54. I'm going to say 54. That's going to go over 54 points in this one. But I'm still rooting for my Patriots. So there's nothing to say about that one. But the Buffalo Bills and the Las Vegas Raiders. Look, the Vegas Raiders, I think that at this point, they're just happy that they're playing in Vegas. First year in Vegas, so they're pretty much happy with that. That's nothing I can say about that. But Buffalo, you're trying to fight to prove the media wrong. So, in this one, and Josh Allen's doing the same. So I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills over the Las Vegas Raiders. On the line, though, the Buffalo is favored by 2.5 in this game. I'm going to take Buffalo minus 2.5. Over and under, it's 52. I'm going to go under 52. I believe that's going to be a close game. And for Sunday Night Football, the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. So this is a game that's like battle for questionable games. The 49ers injuries, Carson Wentz on the Eagles. So how they're going to pull this one out. But you know what? Despite the fact what the Kyle Shanahan's doing with all the injuries, he's doing pretty good. So I think I got a little faith in Kyle Shanahan. Even though he came out of Dan Quinn. Hate to say that. But anyways, I think I'm going to roll with that. So I'm going to say the San Francisco over the Philadelphia Eagles. On the line, though, the Eagles are the 49ers are favored by 6.5 points in this game. I think Philadelphia can keep this close like they did with Cincinnati. So I'm going to take Philadelphia plus 6.5. Over and under, it's 54. I'm going under 54. So the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons on Monday Night Football. I'll say this to Atlanta. Get hope. Get hope. If you fire Dan Quinn, your choke's going to be over. Because you got Aaron Rodgers on you're playing against. No lead safe. No lead is safe under Aaron Rodgers. I don't care. You blew it against Nick Foles. I'm pretty sure you're going to blow it against Aaron Rodgers. So I'm taking Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. And the Packers over the Atlanta Falcons. At this point, just take Atlanta Falcons over anything. And take Atlanta against the spread because they might beat that too. On the line, though, Green Bay is favored by 7.5 in this game. Take Atlanta plus 7.5. They might get the spread. Can't get the win. They're going to choke again. I'll be surprised if they don't. If they do, Dan Quinn's gone. Simple as that. Over and under is 58. I'm going over 58 because I think that's going to be an over game on that one. All right. That's going to wrap up my picks of the weeks. Shout out this week is Gavin O'Connor. Check out Gavin O'Connor on the NFL YouTube prognosticator page down below. And check out all the lists down below too. In there too while you're at it. And check our NFL YouTube prognosticator page down below right here. Until then, this is Andrew Warren saying rock out and peace out. Oh, and I almost forgot. Before I go, please wear a mask and stay safe and healthy. Until then, this is Andrew Warren saying, rock out.